on without me. I'm done. I cannot go any longer. Tell everyone who knew me my story, but I am going towards the light. Jackie, you had one burrito and you were on the toilet for an hour. You're going to be fine. Do you mind, BC? I'm trying to be dramatic here.
Stay nerdy and get your geek on.
What's up, guys? BC coming back at you guys. Yeah, another one of these Transformers video reviews, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Transformers masterpiece MP-33 Inferno. Now, I'm gonna be real with you guys right now. Normally, I'm completely content without a completely white backdrop. This dude is basically solid red. My table mat is red. Let us speak for what it is. With that said, I apologize for the kind of last second paper towel, but it's the best thing I had on hand. Anyways, here is MP-33 Inferno in his truck mode. And I love this. But, as you guys all know at this point, things have changed. We're going to go into the accessories starting now. He comes with an alternative chest piece, which doesn't have the chrome. This is more or less meant to replicate his cartoon appearance that much more. He comes with a gun, no paint, but still looks good. He comes with an alternate helmet, which is pretty cool. I'm not particularly fond of it myself because it looks a bit too cartoony, but say what you will. This does look really good. And this is the accessory that makes me regret the white, because this is basically a water spouting accessory. I'm familiar with the jokes. I'm familiar with the memes. Get your minds out of the gutter. He comes with another nozzle for his right arm, I want to say? Yeah, his right arm. Which, again, evokes the cartoon appearance just that much more. He comes with these things that plug onto his arms and act as communicators? I guess? One of those, that one thing he did in that one episode accessories, the thing that attacked him. Obviously, I never took this out of the package because I think it's dumb. He comes with this alternate chest plate. We'll get into this a little later, but basically, if you have an MP Red Alert, I almost said Inferno, you can basically just lay him on this and have him be carried to safety. And he comes with 3 alternate faces. 2 are meant for this helmet, and the other 2 are, and okay, the one in the middle is meant for the helmet that I currently have on the figure itself. So, there you go. Gimmicks wise for the truck mode, he has a flip open nozzle up here that always loves to fight me, but if you work it just right, you can get it out. You can get it through the front here, but I'm not going to do it because it's a pain in the butt. But there you go. That's what that can do. I'm pretty sure you can peg the water thing in this. Can you? Yep, there you go. It's in. You can't see it, really, but there you go. And since I already know somebody will ask, yes, you can in fact put it in the gun. And yes, you can also, in fact, plug it in to the nozzle. It's hard to fit in the nozzle, but you get what I mean. Not really much of a gimmick, but more of storage options. The gun does indeed fit right in there. So, if you want to store it in vehicle mode, there you go. But we're not out of the woods when it comes to gimmicks just yet, because there is a slot right in here that allows you to peg his gun in. This piece doesn't slide, so it kind of just has to be like that. So there you go. Now we can actually take a look at the truck mode proper, and what can I say? It's a solid red for the most part. He's definitely a fire truck. That much is for certain. I'm not an expert on fire trucks, nor am I really an expert on a great deal of things, but you do indeed. Well, okay, this is also kind of a gimmick here. You can pull out these pylon things, and I just dropped one of the faces because I forgot to put them back over here. But whatever. That's just how things roll with a BC video. Anyways, those pull out like an actual fire truck, or at least one like this. Beautiful red paint all throughout this entire figure. And the only reason why there's a bunch of smudge marks, admittedly, is because when I first got them out of the box, I had just got done eating and forgot to wash my hands. So, yeah, I've been neglecting about cleaning it up. But whatever, that just means that I love him all the more. I can already tell like 20 people unsubscribed from the channel. Anyways, there we go. There's the truck mode. It rolls like an absolute champ, which is pretty awesome. But, as you guys all know, a vehicle mode looking nice is not what would convince me to buy a toy. However, that's what brings us to our next section. That being the transformation. And honestly, we kind of can't really do the transformation without doing the best part of it first. And it saddens me. So, collapse the ladder, lift it up, bend it in, push it in. And that stays there throughout the entire transformation. You're going to see why I love this in just a second. Come to the back section and pull these pieces out like this to get them free. Take this entire bit and just start lifting it up and off to get it out of the way. Untab the little feet from in here and get that out of the way. Take the leg sections and just start bringing them down like so. To the point where you get this, which will allow you to start working on the legs. So we're going to flip this panel up in there. We're going to basically just swing this foot back down, and there's this little panel back here. Flip that in, take this panel, swing it down, and tab it in. And then of course you come up here. Well, same thing on the other side. Old habits die hard. We're going to flip this panel in, and then this panel in. Same thing on the other side. Take these wheels, push them up, and then accordion this up. Come to this head assembly thing, and fold it up. Fold up that panel, whatever. And just get this entire head assembly up and out to get it out of the way so we can work on the arms, which we will be doing now. So we're going to untab the shoulder from right here, and then this whole panel is just going to, well, okay, swing this down real quick so that you can indeed swing his shoulder all the way around. Bring his arm forward to allow you to flip this down, straighten his shoulder out, and then this entire section right here, this is just going to slot right in there. And that is a dead solid grip. Same thing on the other side. As stumbled as that looked. Time to accordion all this up. So we're just going to go ahead and fold all of this up upon itself to make that block, and then this whole block will come up in here, and I believe that it all latches into place. You take the wheels, you bring them back like this, and then just basically they grab on and it all locks into place. Then we take the head, rotate this whole entire thing around, set it down, swing these pieces up and around to make his head wings. I'll get him looking nice and pretty and we'll come back. And there he is in robot mode. Pretty cool if you ask me. Say what you will, it's G1 Inferno. You really can't go wrong with that. Now, of course, I did mention he does have the swap out chest plates. He does have the swap out helmets and faces. I won't be going over all that because, honestly, c'est la vie at this point. However, I will show off that you can indeed just swap these out relatively easily. And of course it makes a liar out of me. There we go. So, there you go. But BC, why didn't you show it? Shut up. Just shut up. Anyways, there we go. Now, who's ready for the size comparisons? Size comparison wise, there is a red alert, because why not? MP Sideswipe, MP Ratchet, and MP Shockwave. Alright, so there was our size comparisons. So let's talk about the overall hand feel of the figure, and he's light, but he's solid. Everything clicks together in a way that allows the final product itself to feel nice and solid. Like, just nothing feels like it's gonna bust on you. It is a nice, heavy, clicky figure. Oh, I almost forgot. These push out. Not that it mattered, but, you know, whatever. Anyways, he does indeed feel really good in hand. But he's not as, like, despite the chunk that he is, there isn't a single ounce of die cast on this figure. I feel that is a necessary trade-off, to be completely honest with you guys. I'm perfectly okay with the fact that this really doesn't have any die cast. I mean, maybe these are? I don't know. I'm not going to try and fish through and try to find it all live on a review. So, with that said, let's go into what is honestly one of my favorite aspects about doing these toy reviews, that being articulation. And of course, as always, from the head down to the feet. So we're gonna see here, he has a separate hinged piece in here, and the head itself is connected to a ball joint. So all of this gets all this movement, but when you put it into the head, case, casket, whatever this whole conglomerate is, it really only gets the side to side and a little bit up and really no down. So I guess that's what that hinge is mostly meant for, so he can look down properly. But even then, this whole piece is also articulated. So it allows him to do a natural looking down. So he can also do an up look, although the piece doesn't look up. And it does look from left to right. It doesn't really get any wiggle waggle. That's for the actual ball joint. So there you go. That's the head. Shoulders are on a ratcheting joint. The wings are also articulated, but whatever. 360 on a ratchet. In and out on a ratchet. Bicep swivel. That is stupid tight on mine. That it actually forced the shoulder out. That's a first. Not broken. Give me a second. Can you imagine how awkward that would have been if that actually broke? Anyways, he has a single jointed elbow but gets you the full curl. And, spoiler, a wrist swivel. He does have one on the other hand too, so to speak. Anyways, torso swivel right there. Okay, so waist swivel mostly. Anyways, and ab crunch, but no back arch. Whatever. Hips, forward and back on a very heavy ratchet. In and out. Not nearly as heavy, but still pretty good. Thigh swivel. Double jointed knee. Well, okay, single joint, but pretty much gets you everything you need. So there you go. That's the knee bend. And the feet have the tilt and the pivot. The pivot's on a ratchet, which is pretty awesome. So there you go. There's your articulation section. And of course, turntable to rock that stability test. Solid as a rock. Not falling over whatsoever. Booyakasha. Alright, let's wrap this up. So here we are at the pros and cons section. And as usual, I usually try to just do the cons first, get them out of the way immediately. The lack of diecast on this feels like a missed opportunity. I'm not gonna lie. It feels so light in comparison to many other figures that I have dealt with the Masterpiece line. And even the ones that really don't have diecast somehow still feel heavier than this. And that, in my eyes, is a problem. The accessories don't exactly do it for me. I mean, granted, I really keep most accessories in their boxes to ensure I don't lose them. But that's a give or take kind of deal. I really don't. Like, I can't slam the figure for something that it just naturally has to do. The articulation feels a little limited. I'm not gonna lie, it definitely does feel a little limited on him. Now, while I say that, and I have him in a dynamic pose right here, but even then, I wish I could have him doing more of a, like a more badass looking kneel right here. But unfortunately, he really doesn't quite have the chops to do that, if you get what I mean. But overall, it's not like these are all things that I can let go of, because overall, the pros for him is that presence-wise, he is a stunner, especially with the chrome. He articulates, other than the few limitations he has, everything else he has works really well. I love the ratchet joints. They're nice and clicky. The transformation on this dude is bonkers. I love the way it all folds up and comes together to form both the truck mode and the robot mode. Top tier engineering as far as I'm concerned. His grip on the gun is shockingly solid. I have yet to have him let go of the gun after giving him a real good shake. The accessories that do make sense with him work extremely well, especially the extended chest plate that allows him to carry Red Alert. That was a thoughtful and very nice touch. The red paint on this is beautiful. The pearlescent white / silver is beautiful. This is a figure that's painted from head to toe, and I love it. So does this get the BC seal of approval? Yes, he does. If you can get yourself one, I highly recommend you do so. It's such an incredible figure. I think he's amazing. But of course, that generally means that I'm pretty easy to please. If you want a figure that doesn't quite do it for me, you might be here a while. So with that said, guys, I'm taking up enough of your time. This is PC saying stay here to get your geek on. I'll catch you guys next time. Later.